Hello everyone, and welcome back to Breaking Point 2 on F1 23. Last time we left off, Calibre just won the Formula 2 Championship in Abu Dhabi and did it with a race win. So we're now in the 2023 F1 season at Bahrain. So it's 2023 and a fresh start. While the 22 season exposed them to harsh realities of life as a team on the F1 grid. Sport Butler Global Racing Team looks set to bounce back with a newly invigorated team, now helmed by fan favourite and former driver Casper Ackerman. And it appears that we are actually going to be driving as Devon Butler. Is there anything on the news? Okay, so it's just about Casper and how he took on the new role at Sport, and it turns out that his wife actually convinced him to do it. So I've been on socials, been there, and emails from Casper's first race of the season, and I'd like to congratulate everyone working so hard to get us all here. A lot of the time the public only sees the thin end of the wedge. They only really take in what they see on race day, or it takes an all view so we can roll our cars up to the grid and wait for lights out. Each and every one of you holds equal importance at Sport, but it's only when we all put together as one that we can show the world what we're made of. The 2023 season, let's show them what we're made of. Good luck out there. That was to the team, and then for model driver, boys, I'm sending this to you separately away from the rest of the team. Not only do we know what it's like to be out there in the driving seat, but we've also got history together, which means I know how good you both are behind that wheel. I'm expecting a lot from both of you, but in return, I'll be behind you 100% and give you everything we can. Sport had a rocky start last year, but this is a new season, a new start. I can't wait to see where you both start pulling in some real points. Cass. There's an email from Devon's personal assistant. Remember, it's Davidoff's birthday next month, the 23rd. What do you want to do? Do you have something in mind you want to get him, or shall we do the same as last year and pick something based on whatever his PA says? Either way, I'm happy to pick up anything, make sure it's sent over the house. He'll be out of the country until the 30th, according to his diary, so there's plenty of time. Also, I finally had a word with the builders about what happened to the car in the basement. It's not good news. I'll mail you about that separately, as I think I should copy legal in. Okay. And then just the email from Mark. Got a weekend preview. Ooh. Appear to be starting 14th. Well, let's get to the race. So, yeah. Race day, Bahrain Grand Prix. With his confidence high, Devon Butler looks set to start the season strong at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Let's get into the race.
It started as a day race, now it runs at night. Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit, and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Russell, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Jackson, Gasly, Tsunoda, Butler, Bottas, Sargent, Joe, Magnussen, De Vries, Magnussen. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. 2023 Bahrain. We're about to get going, and I hope you've enjoyed the build-up just as much as we have. The teams are ready on the grid, they're ready in the garages too, but in the commentary box alongside me, are you ready, Ant?
Of course I'm ready, Crofty. New season, new challenges for all of them out there, drivers and teams. I love this part of the year, Crofty. This is where it really kicks off and you get to showcase all that hard work you've done through the winter months. Does it pay off?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? What does the 2023 season have in store for us? We're about to find out.
Okay, Devon, it's a brand new season, you know that, so let's start it as we mean to go on, okay? Okay? Let's get out there, come on.
Alright, so it seems like the email from Mark's more to do with actual driver standings, not where we're starting, because we're actually starting 16th, and we're doing, I'll say, there's no point in trying to start on the softs. I'll try to do it longer than the softs. Let's do starts and mediums and go to the softs. Go that. Race settle. I was actually on a change that. There's the brakes. Let's go with that. Leave tires as is. Okay, disgusting. Now let's get into the race. What's the objective when you do? Top 5 finish from 16th. For, I think it's will be classified as a 25% race. But bonus is top 3 and fastest lap. Okay. Ooh. Wheels been there, but not too bad of a start actually. Oh, up to 10th now. That's good. So let's just see what more progress we can actually make. Nice. What's going on? The majority of the cars ahead of me will be on soft tyres. So they should theoretically pass at these first few laps. Ooh. I did not expect to be able to outbrake him that much during this lap corner. Need a bit of VRS to just pull away from the Astrid. I'm going to dive from Stroll here. Please use your ride. That's 9th place already. Max out as fast as on this goes, because that was great.
You're in the top 10 now, keep it up.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Oh, I've got a bad run out there. So that's 8th place. Maybe we can get the inside of science here. Oh. Just about.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Oh dear, that's good, I don't want to get on the inside of. That's 7th place for Stroll, not Stroll, with Russell and Lawson in the next 2 cars. Ooh. Right, too bad. There we go. Yeah, that's close the gap here from Russell. Ooh. Like I'm not going to work out some advantage.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Okay, no problem. Ooh. Whoa, that was me being too happy with the throttle there. And I've got signs right behind me. There we go. I should have DRS on Russell for the next lap anyway. Oh, magic up. Ooh. Just about magic. Get ahead of Russell there.
Nice move. Keep going.
Right, close the capital one, so for this, straight as much as we can. Ooh. Getting through the next corner. Probably good. Maybe we got a power down. Oh, someone got past his first set overall. Oh, I need to close up on Charles by a couple of attempts. Well, I lost my back, there's my best middle sector. Well, you need to battery get, okay, we should be fine for DRS next one. Ooh. That's safe here, ERS for now. Okay, on top 5, still a couple more places for the podium and the bonus objective. And what do you know, second place is out there as well for the taking. Mouse has got quite a view. I'm looking at the map. I just think play is smart. I probably caused more style there than on the DRS earlier there. Oh dear. That was not good. Perez and Hamilton seem to have sorted themselves out as well. There we go, there we go. That was a better drive from me. And Charles is on mediums as well, seems to me. That's a normal objective complete. Let's see if we can get the bonus objective sorted as well. Yeah, this is just got the RS and Hamilton. Oh, I can close this gap up easily. Ooh, that was all nice. All good friendly. On the inside of Perez. Just about on in curves. I'm going to hold off on using the battery for now. Okay.
Aiden's coming in for his stop now.
Yeah, that's all I'm good. Ooh, just get hold of the back of the car there, let's see it sliding. Yeah, I think I need to wait for 12 gears for now to after the time. Ooh. Oh, that right. Differential's still a bit more open than expected. I'm going to use that to try and just get within a second, please. Should be okay now. Probably. Oh, at least it's staying out. Okay.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
I reckon at least we'll put this start that we're doing now. Where's Verstappen going to come out, actually? Okay. As long as I can put a second of Hamilton, I'll be fine. Okay, this is what he does in about half a second behind him coming into the pits. Yeah, so that's not too bad. I do have automatic like pit entry assist, so Ooh. Okay, that was close. I'll look out.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Yeah, right behind Lewis.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Ooh, there's Max. So top three have come out right on top of each other. And now they're from the medium, so this can work out for me nicely. Wow, Lewis is going to fancy. Oh, Lewis, but I'm taking P2 from you. I just need to keep within a second of Max. I believe I just about am. Yeah, by 8 tenths behind you.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.5 seconds.
Max 2 passes off, which is not necessarily a surprise. But I know I can get this day back from quite easily. I'm just going down the inside of them here. Ooh.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
So he did appear to turn in a little bit on me there. I've got proof on that middle sector, so this should be the fastest lap of the race. Coming up now. And is it? Yes, it is. I think it's can't hold on to backing out when if I need to do another fastest lap at some point in these next 4 laps.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, I've got 1.5 second gap to Max and Lewis, so should be okay for the race win. Unless I really mess it up. Well, that big isn't drive out that corner. And I've now got over 2 second lead to Max and Lewis. What I can say about this game is he does like to oversteer a bit more than previous ones, but that could be down to different car regulations. And the curves are definitely, some of them definitely profiled more than they have been previously. Ooh. Probably slide, but I think I'll be getting on power a bit too early. Just 2 more laps to go after doing the final corner. And we've now got about half an hour through.
For 3 more laps.
Oh, I probably could have taken fuel out during the race strategy settings. Because yeah, the car seems to be okay with fuel load on this track at the very least anyway. I think that's just saying something about tyres being 20% wear. Don't know why that popped up, because they didn't indicate for it too. There we go. I've got a 6-second lead now. Let's just use the battery as we can. Save these.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Ooh, there we go. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad. Let's see if I'm able to actually do the voice comms for this game. Teammate status. Doesn't seem like I am. I still have the battery activated as well. Nothing got me. Oh, that'll be right, because I don't have marks available. Got the lap to actually win by Grand Prix Devon Butler.
Meanwhile, plenty of surprises in the midfield. So where do we start, Ant?
Well, I think we have to look at Connor Sport. And for me, they've been the biggest surprise so far. And Butler, he's doing fantastically well.
Thing is, though, they've got to sustain that over the course of the whole season, and that is easier said than done. Certainly want Casper Ackerman, but we're hoping that this season is better than his last. Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
So yeah, we somehow managed to win the races. Devon Butler had a very nice hand lows, so obviously completed both sets of objectives because he also got a fastest lap.
What a start to the season, Devon. You must be happy with that performance.
A little bit of arrogance
Yeah,
there.
it just comes so naturally to me. I don't really think anything of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't impressive. I mean, you seem impressed. I'm sure others do too, and rightfully so. I'm just saying that it was actually pretty easy for me today.
Well, you've had your share of run-ins in the past with teammate Aiden Jackson. Crucial question is that behind you? How do you feel about him right now?
Ooh, what do I go for? Yeah, I'll say Aiden.
Fine.
He seems quite a thing.
Look, the main difference between me and Aiden is I know how to take a joke. I personally want him to perform at his best, but whenever I try to give him just a little friendly advice, he takes it so personally. I mean, he is a very difficult man to have a conversation with. He's all right, you know, he's cool, but it's just very serious.
Well, Connor Sport surprised everyone by appointing Casper Ackerman as team principal this season. So how do you feel about taking orders from someone that you've got such a history with?
Well, I think terrorism might everywhere seems like we're putting stuff behind us and put pressure on Casper to do the same.
Yeah, I'm not sure Casper ever actually warmed to me, but you know what? I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. And maybe he'll apologize to me, finally, for giving me such a hard time in the past, and we can start afresh. We'll see.
Well, you're embarking on a new year, but what would a successful season look like for you in 2023?
Wait, that's been impressive you start.
If my dad thinks I've driven one good race by the end of the season, I'll consider myself a massive success. No, seriously. he's a difficult man to please, and we got to do our best to keep him happy. So yeah, one good race, according to the old man. Can it be done? Watch this space.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
So, post-race Grand Prix, Devon starts the season fantastic form with an impressive result for Connor Sport in Sakir. Let's see what the fallout is.
Great race out there today, just in the highlights. Listen, I know we've had our run-ins and, well, last season was last season. A fresh start for the team. What do you say?
Oh, Jackson. Yeah, cheers, mate. Bin's over there. Yeah, nice one.
How about the season just gone?
The 2023 season was completely different for Connor Sport.
How so?
Well, the car, for one. We'd ironed out the most critical issues, and it was just starting to live up to its potential.
Can we talk about what happened with Devon?
Okay, so something goes on with Evan this season. And when Jackson was talking, it's like he just trying to blank him out, or his evening wasn't necessarily the greatest. So 6 months can do that potentially. News. That's just. Oh, who's gone? Oh, it's dialed off.
Yeah, what is it?
Now that's how a butler takes care of business.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Carrying the team, Devon, as well as the butler name. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, went well.
Well, I can't wait to hear what those clowns Ackerman and Connor have to say.
Yeah.
You okay, Devon?
What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm, just adrenaline, Dad. I really pushed it out there today, you know, I just need to simmer down a bit.
Of course you do. Let's talk later. I'll be in meetings, but call me whenever you like. I'm proud of you, son. Let's just make sure today's result isn't just a one-off. Eh?
Yeah. All right. Ciao.
Yep, so just some aggressive pump for Butler finishing first. Ackerman effect and interview with him. We've been on socials. Okay. Various things. Yeah, pretty much harder because I don't see how Casper Ackerman has got anything to apologise for. Devon. He's one of the most respected names in sport. Yeah. Yeah, first place in fastest lap. Various things. And emails, Casper, not going to say, humbled. Yep, so that's good. And something to the drivers, could you slow down a little? Each time still saying when they couldn't keep up. Okay. Update on the car issue. Okay, legals not had to be involved. She was having to pay the claim for the damage to the bodywork, and especially over in Barnes for them to take it on. It'll take a few months while these things get sorted. That's not too bad. And details of how the bodywork damage actually happened with the builder. Alright, well, let's get into chapter 8. So, we're now in Australia. And a strong start to the season for Consport has the team in high spirits as the paddock heads to Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. So, more news. F2 superstar Kelly Mayer catching up with the champion. Millionaires winner from the 2 last seasons, left many wondering just what's next for Kelly Mayer. Definitely achieved what I set out to do in F2, perhaps a little too quickly. People are impressed on the matter. Just because I'm not visible on track this season doesn't mean I'm not driving. I'm busier than ever. We asked what daily routine currently looks like, and if she now sees a future in Formula 1 after its success last season. I'm in the simulator most days and have been out one of the F1 teams for test drive and car evaluation, so who knows. It's difficult to not just about talent so much down to funding and being in the right place at the right time. Which for me does seem a bit sad that it has to come down to the funding for the drivers instead of just purely on talent, but you never know. Hopefully we'll get back to the point where it is purely just talent for everyone. Nothing really on socials. Emails from Phil. And coming down to garage early, Aidan and Devon. Everything's running perfectly, but we've had to make some last minute tweaks to the transmission. She'll squeeze a lot more performance out of it, but I'll look you down in garage so I can go through with you both face to face. I'll be here, so pop down as soon as you can. From Casper, let's keep it up. Great start to the season, but now's always risky part, keeping the energy up and not taking eyes off the prize. Always use the funny first few races tricky, it's easy progressing your walls once you started to find form. Okay. Okay. Yaya Valley Private Tours boots are confirmed. And also Nigel Mansell's driving gloves have finally arrived, so Peter Devon's the one who's putting in all them bits to stop Jackson from getting them. The auction house were extremely apologetic about the delay. I forgot that auction even happened. It was so long ago. I'm not sure where you want me to put them, and I have a sneaking suspicion that you may not care, perhaps somewhere and show down in the basement. Honestly, I still think that was an incredible amount of money to spend just to annoy someone. Winky face. Okay. One more thing, almost forgot. I've had 2 calls now from a private clinic. Mentioned something about an appointment you booked but won't talk to me about it. Do you know anything about this? If so, can you call them? So, something about the appointment at the clinic might do something to Butler, but let's get to the race. So, over to mid-race, and a solid performance in qualifying has the team in a good position at the Australian Grand Prix. Right, let's see what we're jumping into.
Here comes Butler. Good pace here down the straight. Into the corner we go. That's a little too late, and he nearly goes off the track on the exit. Ant, is that a lapse in concentration?
I think just a little bit of desperate driving there, Crofty. He's pushing way too hard. I mean, there's nobody else around him at this stage.
Okay, Devon, we're going to have to ease off from the brakes.
Brakes don't feel right.
Okay, we'll have a look at it, but you're going to see a drop-off in performance, I'm afraid.
What? Why?
We've asked you to take it easy on the last lap, but pushing has made the issue even worse, so we're just going to have to live with it for now.
What are you talking about?
Listen, just do what you can, please, Devon. Come on.
Yeah, something has to be up with Devon's hearing, surely. What's your objective? Hold on to as many places that positions as you can. Oh, great. Alright, I'm gonna have to sort out. Yeah, that I'm gonna have to sort out some, differential stuff.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I've got 5.5 laps to survive. Oh, Sainz is right behind me.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, as you said, well, hold about that, just need to hold on to one can. Well, there goes Sainz, and bonus is to keep ahead of Jackson. Ooh. What's the yellow flag for?
Okay, clear.
That wasn't too bad on the penultimate corner. And I do have DRS, so that's always useful. And I doubt he's using his battery.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Oh dear. Yeah, I've not got DRS. There we go. Still got a little bit of a gap to Gasly. We don't want to be going up anywhere near as much as we did. Realistically, should end up losing this place to Gasly coming up.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Okay. Don't feel too bad. Science is only a couple of seconds ahead, which I would gladly take. They've got 3 laps after this.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds.
And I've got a second gap to Gasly. I'm going to figure out how to do that going up after. Ooh. Not a great piece. Gasly's going to have a lot better run on me this time. Science is still getting into a fight. Gasly might go to the inside. Possibly he didn't. Whoa! I'm just cooking a clutch and Gasly there, that was. Oh, yeah, that didn't quite perform it, but at least I do have a 5-second gap to Piastri, who's the next one to try and challenge me. Alright, 2 laps remaining. Let's see if we can hold on or somehow regain it 1 place.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Well, that's good, because we only got 2 laps left. Ooh. That's going to be pretty close. Okay, if it's sending the gap to Piastri, so I'm not concerned about that now. I can't tell if Troll's got a problem or something. Because he is falling
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the
within
race. Final lap.
potential touching distance for me. I've just about got the DRS there. It's not going to be enough for me to close the gap enough. Actually, I might be one last opportunity. Nah, it's not enough. Well, we could almost got the points, so not looking too bad, and no, got bounce up
Right,
yet,
race
done.
over. Take care of the car on the way in.
We will lose performance with the finishing position.
Look, this isn't the first time we've seen Devon Butler go rogue, but the question is, what are Connor Sport going to do about it?
Well, it's really hard. We've seen so many times before, Crofty, in the past, so hard to control your drivers. In a way, they're their own entity, but on top of it, they're working for the team, and that's what you want. It's a very hard situation to manage.
And working for the team, Casper Ackermann wanted to make a clean break for this year. This does feel, though, that it's something that they might have had to have dealt with last season.
It's really not what they wanted. A repeat of what happened in the past, and you cannot let it go on. It can't continue. They're just damaging the reputation of the team and their own reputation as well. They have to sort it out. I'm sure they'll be having words.
So it's all changed here in Australia, and as the teams acclimatised to their new standings, so will we. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it.
Oh dear, comes interesting
Devon, you
questions.
didn't respond to a team order today. In Hungary last season, you said it was a comms issue, but Connor Sport claimed they didn't know what that issue was. So, are they hiding something? What's really going on here?
Let's not fuel any speculation.
Look, anything I say is going to be taken out of context. So I'd rather not fuel that kind of speculation. I'll debrief the team, and we'll figure out how we can stop it happening again. That's all there is to it.
Devon, you finished the race with a compromised car today. What was that like for you?
Yeah, tough out
Yeah, it was
there.
tough out there. I mean, I love this track. You know I can do well here, and it's frustrating to deal with anything that slows me down. You know, I didn't like it, and the team didn't like it.
Now, some have been saying that you do get preferential treatment because your father funds the team. What do you say to those allegations?
Yeah, just still unnatural talents.
That always strikes me as really odd, like as if the only reason that I'm fast on the track is because my dad funds the team. You know, how is that an explanation? It's ridiculous.
So how do you expect Connor Sport to perform this season based on your performance so far?
Just go full confidence with winning the
I
entire
expect
thing.
us to win the whole thing, Natalie. You know, people talk about Mercedes and Red Bull, but people are in for quite a shock this time around because Connor Sport will be top of the constructors by the end of the season. You mark my words, you heard it here first. Boom!
Thank you so much for your time.
Well, that was interesting. So, post-race of the Australian Grand Prix, promising start turned into a difficult end with Devon helping to finish the race with a compromised car. What's the pull-up for this going to be?
Could you take a look at this, please?
The early returns from this year's car show that it was Fred's decision to switch development when we did last year. There's still so much of the season left, but we put ourselves in a good position to compete with our rivals. Always good. Devon refused to comment what happened out there today. Speculation is rife. What shall we say? Let's get to the bottom of it before we actually make a comment. So, developing the car, he said what? Okay. Missing team order, so just have it again. Oh dear.
You nip this in the bud, Cass. Do you hear me?
Andreo.
Butler, what was that out there today? I will not have a return to last season. We are a team. He cannot be allowed to do just what he wants.
Just calm down, I have it under control.
Well, this is Devon we're talking about. There is no control. He nearly lost the car, Casper.
But he didn't. You know what it gets like out there. I'm sure there's an explanation.
Or an excuse.
And we'll find out. I'll be raising it at the debrief, okay? So I'll report back to you.
Okay, yeah, hang on. Look, I've got to go. I've got Davidoff on the other line.
Of course you have. Enjoy.
But yeah, basically news articles just about Devon ignoring team order and figuring out what's going on. Anything on socials. And yeah, just various things about what we said. What happened during the race. Emails. What's Phil saying about Devon's car? Casper, we've just run a full diagnostics check on Devon's car. I won't go into everything here, but he's not quite as bad as repaired. Should be good to go again in no time. Let's talk about it when you're next in the garage. Okay. What's Davidoff wanting? Call me. Casper, call me as soon as you get this. We need to discuss the potty line with regard to what happened out there today. We all know that certain things will always be temperamental come race day. I will not have the finger pointed at Devon for this one. Call me. Davidoff, you need to learn to let your son actually be able to take criticism and have him admit when it's his fault. Sounds like you didn't do that enough when he was growing up. What's Zoe saying? Hey Car, saw the race. Maybe there's not too much drama to deal with, but then again there always is. Right. Lolly's still cheering for Aiden. I'm still cheering for you. Hang in there, Zoe. Right, well, I'm going to end this episode here, so next time we'll move into chapters 9 and 10. So if you enjoyed any of this content, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I hope to see you again next time.